Hello, my friends. I'm here with Joy Bartling. She is the executive director of Scatter Joy Acres. She's also the founder, correct,
That is correct.
of this wonderful nonprofit organization. Joy, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having us.
Well, for folks, I know a lot of people know who you are, and many people don't. So let's just start off with what is Scatter Joy Acres and what do you do? I mean, how did it come to be? I guess let's start there.
So Scatter Joy Acres is a 26-acre urban rescue and therapy ranch. Basically, Scatter Joy Acres comes from my childhood. Animals helped me through rough times of my life. And 15 years ago, we started this nonprofit, rescuing animals to help rescue people. So the people we serve are seniors, veterans, at-risk youth, and disadvantaged individuals. The animals become the therapists that help in our programs, which are our EGALA program, our animal assisted therapy program, and our Be Somebody program. And then we are also open to the general public as a petting zoo, an interactive petting zoo where you get to go in the pens and touch the porcupine, hang out with the wallaby and the kangaroos and the goats and sheep. And then there's 26 acres of trails that you can just go and be alone and let nature and your faith take you where you need to be.
Oh, that's wonderful. So where are you located at?
So we are located at 4966 Newport Avenue, which is just north of Sorensen Parkway and 49th Street.
Okay. And how did the animals find you?
A lot of animals find us. People realize what a wonderful retreat and rescue that we have, and life happens. Life changes happen. Especially during the pandemic, a lot of people had a lot of jobs that they were lost and they weren't able to care for those animals. However, we were able to put a program together, kind of like a food bank pantry for those animals, because I know that people need animals, and we were able to give them some gift cards and stuff so they could keep those animals that they needed to have. But we also work with the USDA. We have the same license as any national zoo. So if animals are not properly cared for and they are taken, we are one of the sites that are notified that we have these animals available. Would you like to bring them in? And so people find us.
Yeah. And about how many animals do you rescue each year?
We rescued last year, and let's say to date this year, we're at 610.
Wow, just this year or last year?
Just this year. This year we're at 610.
Wow, that's amazing. And is that number a little higher because of the pandemic, or is that a typical?
That's pretty much a typical year. And we could probably take in more. We just don't have the resources to do it, because our main function is to do therapy with people, not so much rescue, because there are other people out there that do that.
Absolutely.
We just became, we do, puppies and kitties in a smaller scale, but we also have the larger animals like goats and sheep and pigs and, things like that.
So do they, when they're at your place, are they there for life then?
Some of them are, and then there's opportunities for them to be adopted out. Let's say you're living in town and you found an acreage finally that you've been dreaming about, and now you want to put some animals there. So we do adopt out to people who are, starting their own life in the farmland.
Yeah. Well, let's talk a little bit. Before we get on, because Giving Tuesday is coming up, but I'm going to ask you this question first, and then I will talk about Giving Tuesday and kind of how people can support you. But sure. Again, who can benefit from animal assisted therapy? You said a little bit of that in the beginning, but I just want to review that.
Yep. So the population that we serve is infants to elderly. So we've had infants that have been born premature that we've brought baby bunnies in to sit next to the incubators, and they've thrived, to hospice, where we've had individuals, for example, that raised goats, and we took a goat and laid in the bed with the individual, and it was able to give them that peace to pass. So we serve everybody in between. We also are referred court-ordered individuals that have to come and work our program. Well, they don't have to, but they have the choice
right, sure.
To come and work our program. and veterans with PTSD and their families. How do they keep moving forward with what's happened to them? The whole family has pretty much been kind of broken apart while the mom, dad, or both mom and dad are serving, and they're trying to figure out how do we put our family back together with the stuff that's going on inside the individual.
Yeah.
So, and then our animals are our team. They're the ones that help us work through these issues.
Wow. What amazing work and contribution you and this organization are to the community, both to the people and to the animals. So let's talk a little bit about, Giving Tuesday, that's coming up on November 30th. We encourage people to look at your organization, to give back, but how can people, obviously financial is very important. Are there other ways that people can support you?
Of course, every nonprofit asks for financial, right? Yeah. We are actually, due to the increase in demand in our therapy program, we this year are working on building a somewhat climate control arena to do this therapy that we do. Mm-hmm. So we have on our website where you can help donate, and we kind of broke it down where you can donate a door, a window, a section of a wall, those type of things. Because right now we just remodeled one of our buildings, which will work, but in years past when it was climate, when we were doing therapy and you wanted to do therapy with the donkey was in my living room with the client, and we're doing therapy in the living room. So we're trying to get a climate, because not everybody dresses for winter. So, but we need to keep moving forward with that therapy, as well as volunteers. We are volunteer-based organization. And I've had a lot of people, different age groups, that say, you know what, sometimes just coming to shovel poop is very therapeutic, because I get to hang out with the animals and be by myself. So there's other avenues that way, as well as we have on our website, ways, blankets, sheets, dog pillows, beds, things like that can help with the rescue animals.
Yeah. And I've got your website open right here next to me. You do offer different memberships as well.
We do.
So talk a little bit about that.
So we offer our memberships to our petting zoo, and it's from the date that you get the membership to a full year. So it's not like January through December. So if you got one today, it would be good till, next year, this same time. And we have family passes, we have grandparent passes, we have dual passes, which are 2 people, individual passes. And then we have a way on there where you can purchase day admission, and it's great gifts to give. We're going into the holiday season. If you're looking for something as a gift, they're fun things to do.
And I know on your website too, you also have kind of an events thing, or like where people can say, because your petting zoo is open at certain times during the week or certain days, correct?
Correct, yes. And then we have, and just because we're open, that's the general public. We also, you're able to book private events. So we do birthday parties, corporate events. We've done weddings. And so we have a whole picnic and pavilion area, bonfires, hay rack rides. Wow. You can do things out there as well. So those do not have to be during our general public petting zoo hour times. We do have evening, and some people come early in the morning and do events. We've had women's groups that have come out and just kind of had a Bible study. We also, in the summer, we do movie nights where we have a big, huge screen movie, and we do movie nights. And then we also do music in the valley, where you can come, and we have artists that come and play. You just kind of like Shakespeare on the Green, and you bring a picnic basket and you just come and hang out.
So many different and wonderful things to do throughout the year. So I encourage people, the website is scatterjoyacres.org. So I encourage everybody to go there, but also to remember you, Joy, and your organization on Giving Tuesday and throughout the holidays, and all year round for that matter. But right. we're kind of getting focused in on the last month of the year. So
yep. And with that, the last month of the year, we have, and if you go to our website, we have on our event page, on our calendar, all of our live nativity and reindeer events that will be throughout the city of Omaha. Mm-hmm. And then we have a drive-through nativity here on December 18th.
Okay. All right. I know one's just right down the street, Bel Air. So
yep.
You guys are there. I saw that on the site. Well,
Yep.
Joy, I just want to thank you so much for coming on and telling people about what you do and your organization. Again, thank you so much. I mean, what a great organization. And from a passion you have for animals, look what you've created. I just think that's amazing.
Yep. It's amazing watching the animals heal the people.
Yeah. Well, I look forward to having you back on sometime in 2022. But until then, it's great to see you.
Thank you.
And folks, don't go away. We'll be right back. Well, hello, my friends. I'm here with Captain Kelsey Moreno. She is with the Salvation Army, here to talk about what's happening this holiday season. Kelsey, thank you so much for joining me.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for the invitation.
Let's first just briefly talk about, I think everybody knows the Salvation Army, but just in a nutshell, who do you serve?
Anyone who has a need, with the pandemic that we've all, we're still living in actually, we've seen an increase in demand for services from all sectors, all income levels. The need has just continued to grow, and we're here to assist anybody who finds themselves in need.
Yeah. Well, it's that time of year. It's the holiday season. You had your tree lighting ceremony back on Friday, the 12th of November. But that kind of kicks off the whole Red Kettle campaign.
It sure does. Yeah, the lighting, the tree lighting really is a beacon of hope. So our theme this year is Hope Marches On. And when you drive past that tree on 90th and Dodge, it's a good reminder. The beauty of that tree is the same kind of beauty we are trying to bring to people's lives with Hope Marches On.
So how will the Red Kettle campaign be carried out this year?
So the Red Kettle campaign, you'll see kettles pop up at over 130 area storefronts where you typically see them, with bell ringers there to greet you. As you give your donations. Typically, in the past, it's been cash, but our Red Kettles are high tech now. We take Venmo and PayPal. So it's super easy to give. And there's also an online component at omaharedkettle.org where people can make a donation on a secure online platform.
And I'm also looking at the website. So this is just register to ring. Can you be a virtual? I mean, they talk about being a virtual ringer where you invite
virtual. Yeah, you can host a Red Kettle online, and you can sign up on Register to Ring. That's our registertoring.com is our online volunteer registration, where you can go on and look for a location that's convenient for you, and sign up for a 2-hour shift to go out and bring a little hope to your community and make those bells ring.
And then so it kicks off at the tree lighting, and then when does it run through? When do the ringers stop ringing?
So we stop ringing on Christmas Eve. We march right on up until Christmas, making sure that we hit our goal. Our goal this year is $3.4 million for the metro area.
And how many ringers do you typically? I mean, I know you said you had 134 locations. But again, you can do it as an individual. A lot of times you see families doing it. There's different groups like Rotary clubs and different groups like that out doing it as well. So you can have by yourself, or you can create a little team. So
yeah, it's a fantastic opportunity for a great holiday activity. I personally love bell ringing. You'll see me out and about in the metro area. To just stand there, 2 hours goes by really quick. And to just say Merry Christmas and greet shoppers as they go past, it's just a wonderful way to spread holiday cheer.
So the Tree of Lights campaign, just talk about that a little bit, because I mean, that's the tree lighting, but is there more to it than that?
Oh, absolutely. So the Tree of Lights campaign encompasses really all of our Christmas assistance programs as well. Last year, we assisted over 13,000 individuals with gifts and food during the holiday season, and we absolutely anticipate the need being as much or greater this year.
Sure. So how can people donate to that? I mean, obviously financially, but are you in need of items? Can they volunteer? Do you need people to take things to families?
So there's a couple of opportunities to support that side of our Christmas effort. There's an Adopt a Family program where you can adopt a family directly and give directly to that family. And then there's also Angel Tree locations that are popping up all around Omaha Metro as well. Several Walmart locations, Jensen Auto, and other local retailers where you can purchase a gift for a child in need. And we will ensure that it makes its way to a kid on Christmas morning.
So other opportunities for people to just volunteer for the Salvation Army, whether it's this holiday season, I mean, we can talk specifically to that, or whether, I mean, it's 365 days a year that you're helping individuals and families.
Yes, 24/7. The work never stops. And we are absolutely so grateful for anyone who would choose the Salvation Army as the organization to benefit from the gift of their time. A lot of people think that they may not have anything to offer if they're not financially in a position to make a gift, but the gift of their time is equally as valuable and has a direct impact on the lives of those that we serve.
And then again, talking about supporting the Salvation Army, can you tell us about some of the other programs that you have that, you know, this money that you raise during the holiday season, getting a little more specific?
Sure, absolutely. So we offer a wide variety of services year round. I think a lot of people would be surprised to know like the breadth of what we offer. You know, we're known for feeding people. We help people keep their lights on at home. We have sheltering situations, a Pathway of Hope case management to assist families in getting back on their feet. We serve veterans, children at summer camps. There's probably not enough time for me to list it all.
Yeah, and I'm saying, you know, I actually am on your website right now, the centralusa.salvationarmy.org, and and was there another website, Salvation Army Omaha?
Right now, it's omaharedkettle.org is the one
Okay.
we're directing.
For
Yep.
the Red Kettle thing, but this other website, I mean, honestly, there's so much information if people want to learn more about all the different programs, because it really spans from children to disasters to mental health to addiction, to empowerment. You guys just do such an amazing job, and you help so many people, and there's so many different areas that people that have a passion, you know, you line up with a lot, you know, with almost all of them.
Yeah, there are definitely, if you're passionate about a certain area and want to get involved,
Yeah.
chances are the Salvation Army has their hand in that too, and could provide an opportunity to make a meaningful impact.
Yeah. Well, any other inspiring words before I let you go, as we are in this holiday season and spreading cheer by ringing bells?
We just want to thank all of our supporters, not only at Christmas time, but year round, because the mission of the Salvation Army is carried out because of the support of our communities. And we're so grateful for all of our supporters and in Omaha and in the Council Bluffs area as well.
Yeah. Well, thank you again for joining me today. Encourage people to go sign up and ring bells, give to the Salvation Army this holiday season, and all year round. But you know what? We'll hope to end on a really great note this year. So,
Thank you. We appreciate your
all
support.
right. Thank you. And folks, don't go away. We will be right back. Well, welcome back, my friends. I'm here with Rayanne Nell. She is the brand strategy director for the Omaha Home for Boys. Rayanne, it's so good to see you again. Thanks for joining me.
You too, Andy. Thanks for having me.
Well, let's just talk, you know, let's talk a little bit about the Omaha Home for Boys and the mission. But I know this time of year you've got something special coming up for the holidays. But just yeah, Omaha Home for Boys, what is the mission and who do you serve?
Sure. Our mission at Omaha Home for Boys is to support and strengthen youth, young adults, and families. So we do that through a number of programs that focus on employment, transportation, education, housing, and even behavioral and mental health.
Yeah. And again, the holiday season is coming up and people are always looking. I mean, this time of year, the need is all year round, but this time of year, you've got something called Project Christmas Joy. So tell us, what is that all about?
Project Christmas Joy is our annual drive to collect both needs and wants for the youth and families at Omaha Home for Boys. This year it's running November 23rd through December 7th, so for a couple of weeks. And more so than collecting those tangible items, it is really our way and our wish to provide a really special Christmas experience for the youth and families here.
So what does that mean? Okay, do people drop items off to you? Do they go online and donate? What's the process for this?
Sure. So we are all about online giving, just to still kind of reduce the number of visitors to our campus. So if people would like to send a special gift to one of our youth or families here, we have an Amazon wish list set up. And that can be accessed via our website, which is ohb.org. And some of those items that top our wish list are hats and gloves, stocking stuffers for teens. We even have small children who are the kids of young adults in our supportive housing program. So those young parents are looking for gifts like games and toys and dolls and cars, all those special little gifts for young kids this time of year. We have all of those on our Amazon wish list. If you're an Amazon shopper like me, it's super easy to go on there and pick out an item that speaks to you and that you think will be special for our kiddos and ship it right here to Omaha Home for Boys. If you're not into Amazon, you can also give a monetary gift online in support of the drive.
Yeah, because I'm here, I'm talking to you, but I'm also on your website over here on my laptop, which is ohb.org. And you've got first of all, lots of great information about everything that the Omaha Home for Boys does and for all the people you serve. But again, the joy of Christmas, it's a time of year where, the need is all year round, but it's just a time of year to be able to contribute to your organization. And, whether it's the kiddos of the people you're serving and also the people you're serving that may sometimes we just need a Christmas gift.
Yes. And with so many of our clients, every cent of their paycheck is usually spent on just the essentials. So there really isn't wiggle room in their budget to purchase, special gifts for themselves or their children. So this is really the way that our community can come together and support these young adults that are struggling already, just to really help them have a special Christmas.
Yeah. And to really kind of then feel positive about the future. So how many youth, how many youth have you served over this past year?
So annually, we serve about 1,100 youth and families. At any given time, we have about 150 young adults in our programs. So you can see that, gifts to cover all of those kind of add up. But on our wish list, we really have gifts that are at every price point. So anything, that people can give is just so much appreciated.
Yeah. All right. So let's just talk a little bit. We've got about 1 minute left. What's on the horizon for Omaha Home for Boys after the holiday season?
Sure. So yeah, we're all kind of thinking about the holidays here, especially with Thanksgiving and Christmas, but kind of after the holidays pass, we will finally be able to celebrate our 100-year anniversary in person, right? After having to postpone a couple of times. So that's taking place on March 8th. Our guest speaker is Michael Orr. He was the subject of the movie The Blind Side, the NFL player who grew up in the foster care system. So yeah, we're super excited to hear him. And again, that event is March 8th and tickets are on sale. It's going to be at the CHI Health Center.
Yeah. All right. Well, I will definitely have a conversation with you right after the first of the year so we can get that again on people's radars. Put it on your radar right now. Save the date because I know tickets are on sale, and people that have bought tickets for the last event, this is exciting. And, just thank you for, taking into consideration what you needed to do for the community as you push this event now into March. And again, so Project Christmas Joy starts on November 23rd, goes to the 7th of December, and people can give you items, do wish list items on Amazon. It's not a drop off, so to speak, but it's giving you items through the online.
Yes. Yep. We're definitely encouraging online giving. And again, it can all be found on our website, which is ohb.org.
All right. Well, it's so great to see you, Ryan, and I'm just excited for the year to come and everything that all these organizations are doing and the people that support them. So folks, again, Omaha Home for Boys, ohb.org. Check them out.
Thank you, Andy.